Hello everyone. So, before I start, I just want to mention that I did make some other custom dolls as well from DreamWorks. So if you want to see those, I'll put those in the description. They were from How to Train Your Dragon 2 and Rise of the Guardians. But this one is the Tootfairy and Baby Tooth from Rise of the Guardians, and I really do like this character. I obviously picked Jack and the Tootfairy and Baby Tooth because they'd be the easiest ones to make. But I kind of really do like the way she turned out, and I did make one like a couple years ago for my little sister for her birthday, but I feel like obviously I did a better job, and then I just tried the Baby Tooth because I had leftover materials. So, but for this one, I used the doll Merida, and I used the Disney Store one because, you know, the Disney Store dolls have more articulation, that you can pose them and move them a lot better. And the face, if you kind of look at it compared to like a reference picture to the Tooth Fairy in the movie, they're actually kind of similar. The only difference is that I had to color her eyes like pink, and that was it. And then like that smirk that Merida has, it actually kind of fit. So, and the face shape really fit. And so yeah, it was actually kind of perfect. The only problem I had was with her legs, because when you look at the Tooth Fairy, you know, she's supposed to resemble a hummingbird, and to kind of give it more of that shape, they give her like a little bit bigger hips. And Merida's doll, those dolls' legs, or any of the princess doll legs, they are really thin, so I kind of had to add some padding around her legs just so, you know, it look a little bit more accurate. But for the top part, all I did was I had to cut a lot of her hair, and then but I kept like this much of her hair, and I just put it up like that, kind of sticking upward, and I put saran wrap over it to hold it so I could put on this fabric. And I'll have to look it up and put on here what the name of the stuff was. It took me forever just to find it because it has to be kind of like this color where it's like blue, green, yellow, and then there's some purple in her fur as well. But not fur, but her feathers. But like this was like the closest kind of thing I could find. It came like in like little strands, like, you know, when you're making a sweater or a scarf or something, and then you just like sew it together. So that's why it has kind of that look to it right here. But yeah, basically like I just cut up all the pieces, because like when it comes to you, it comes in one giant like yarn kind of thing. So I had to cut up all the pieces separately and put them separately. This one probably took the longest out of all of them just because I had to cut them all separately. Then I had to glue all the pieces together. But once you kind of get the rhythm down, it actually is pretty easy. You just have to wait, you know, to glue it back on, because I just used hot glue to glue all these feathers back on. And then for like little details, you know, to make her look more like the bird, I found like yellow feathers and then like light blue ones, and then just glued them on. And then I found like little yellow ones, and it's kind of cool because like where her earrings supposedly are supposed to go, they have feathers. So I just found like little yellow ones or cut them down to size. And then I just basically put all of that stuff all over the body. and then put like yellow and green and all those random colors and little spots where they could be. And I didn't actually put them on her body. I used saran wrap all over her body and then glued it on. But I think you could still put it on her skin, well, the doll body if you wanted to. I just used saran wrap. And then on this back side for the feathers, because if you look, she has a lot of feathers back there. And I just found some purple ones and some blue ones, kind of long ones, and then just kind of glued them on back there. And then, yeah, I just put more saran wrap and then covered her feet all the way. And then her legs, and like I said, I used like some extra padding right here. And then just covered her whole body. And then for her face, you know, I just added some light purple under her eye and then some kind of darkish pink on top of her eyes to make it look more like the Tooth Fairy's face. And yeah, I mean, that's really all I did. And then same thing with Baby Tooth. I used like a little Kelly doll. And ironically, since Baby Tooth's eyes are like that pinkish purple color, this doll, I can't remember what it's from, but it had pink and purple eyes. So all I did was just, you know, I used this doll, put a little bit of that pink makeup on, like around the eyes to make it look like Baby Tooth. Same thing with the head, or the hair, I just put it upwards like this, and then put saran wrap, and then glued all the stuff on there, and then the feather, and then all around the body. And then for the bottom part, for her waist, for the belt, I just found like a gold yellow kind of, I don't know what you want to call it, but I found something kind of for a belt, and then wrapped like a quarter around it because, you know, they're after your quarters. So I just put that on there as well. And unfortunately, since it is a Kelly doll, they don't really have much articulation, so you can't really even move this doll. And then for the legs, same thing. It was a little bit more difficult because her legs actually were a little bit closer together. And then for the back side, I just added some wings. And these wings actually kind of did take a while because I just used some leftover plastic cover from a doll box, and I kind of traced out the wings that I wanted. And then after that, I just I cut them out, and then I used hot glue over the lines to kind of give it more detail. I'm not sure still if I like that or not, but I did it anyways. And then I just, if you look at their wings, they're kind of like a bluish, purplish, kind of greenish color to match the feathers. So I found some nail polish, and then that were those colors, and then just put it all over the wings on the front and back. And then just glued them on. And just if you're wondering, and then I also found like because like if you look at Baby Tooth, it's not like the Tooth Fairies, it's like one giant feather, and this was like the closest looking kind of feather I could find on eBay, so I just picked this one. And if you were wondering, I did make the Tooth Fairy some wings, but I didn't want them glued on to the actual doll, so I used like one of those hair clips. Here they are. I used an actual like hair clip to kind of put it, that way you could put it around the body. So that way you can make it to where it's optional if you want it on the body. So I made 10 of these and just kind of made it from like big to small, and same thing, you know, I traced out that outline, and then And all you have to do is just clip it onto the body and she has her wings. The only bad part is that, you know, they don't really move. They're just in that one position. So you can't really see from the front, but if you do move her to the side, you can see them. But since she's, you know, a hummingbird and they move so fast, you really don't notice them that much in the movie anyways, so you don't have to have them on. But yeah, that's just quick description of what I did to make the dolls and how I did it. And I do like how the Tooth Fairy came out. She looks really cool. But like I said, I've made other ones, other DreamWorks characters if you want to see them. Yeah, if you guys decide to make these, let me know, or let me know what you guys think of these and how I did. I think they came out, you know, pretty decent. You know, Baby Tooth didn't come out as good as I wanted her to, but the Tooth Fairy did come out pretty nice, I think, and took a long time. So yeah, if you have any questions, just let me know, and I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. Bye.